Hey everybody, Privacy Smurf here from Zenalytics Trading with your Fear and Greed update to keep you one step ahead of the retail market.
Today we have your sentiment update for the week ending Friday, April 12th, 2024. Sorry for any garbled noise in the mic. I'm recording in an outdoor cafe and I'm having noise canceling on. If you're interested in the larger trends in the crypto market, you should check out my quarterly forecast that I just released. Link is in the description below. Down there, you'll also find a post I dropped about the commonly accepted behavior regarding Bitcoin price around the halvings, both in the past and in the future. Taking things off with Bitcoin, sentiment is unchanged from last week. It's measuring at 53 and still has majority bullish sentiment. There are no predictive elements in the chart at the moment. Breaking down from here may translate to continued downside. Same as last week, I expect the midline test of sentiment to occur around the 64,000 price level for Bitcoin. Sentiment on the S&P has become more bearish, continuing the trend from last week's breakdown. However, it's measuring at 52, which is still majority bullish sentiment. There are no predictive elements to the chart at the moment, but similar to Bitcoin, breaking down from here may translate into continued downside in price. The market appears to be a bit more bullish than previously expected. Last week, I suggested that touching down to around the 5160 level would coincide with the midline test. We dipped below that this week, hitting around the 5150 mark, and sentiment still remains bullish. Technical analysis on the daily chart would suggest there's some possible support from the 5080 to the 5120 mark. Perhaps reaching this level or breaking down from there would bring in the transition to a majority bearish sentiment. Trading methodologies around bearish divergence are triggered on both the daily and the weekly time frame, putting targets around 50.60 and 49.40 respectively. Sentiment on the US dollar is up this week. The Dixie also managed to break through the 105 resistance level that I mentioned last week. It's measuring at 84, continuing its rise into the green zone. The Dixie routinely reaches well into the 90s before beginning its retracement, sometimes reaching up as high as 98. Bearish divergences on the daily chart have been validated as the Dixie and momentum continue to set new higher highs. This suggests there may still be room to the upside on the Dixie. This is also a bad sign for stocks and crypto since the Dixie is typically an inversely correlated asset. It's possible we see consolidation or a bearish trend developing in the list on assets. Sentiment is down for gold, but the upside suggested last week played out regardless. Current measurements are at 81. Right now, in higher intraday timeframes in the daily chart, I'd be looking for signs for a retracement or profit taking on a large scale. Something that would give me caution from selling out of my positions completely on gold is that on the weekly time frame, bearish divergences that previously existed had all been invalidated. Gold is setting a new high in price as well as momentum, suggesting upside continuation on a longer time frame. If there's a retracement, perhaps looking on the higher intraday timeframes, if price retraces around the 2300 level, will be a space to add to existing positions. Sentiment and price in the 30-year bond contract are down this week. We're seeing measurements of around 47, so a majority bearish sentiment. There are no predictive elements in the chart at this moment, and we can expect price and sentiment to be fairly correlated. Perhaps if price reaches and breaks down from the 114 level, sentiment will set in a lower low. This event may carry prices down more dramatically. Technical analysis on the daily chart shows that bullish divergences are being invalidated. Price is setting new lows, and momentum is matching that. This would suggest that there is more downside potential.
Just a reminder, sentiment is great as an indicator, but it's really best utilized with some objective form of technical analysis to generate a signal to act on sentiment readings. If you like this analysis and want to help keep your emotions in check, pop into the Discord. I update sentiment there daily and have a bunch of extra tools and analysis that can elevate your trading game. Link is in the description, and I'll see you next week.